Tokyo Auto Salon started in 1983 and is an annual car show for performance and aftermarket parts held every January. It's the pinnacle of car shows in Japan and is known throughout the world. The original Honda F1 car debuted in 1964 at the German Grand Prix, painted ivory white with a red circle on the nose to represent the Japanese flag. This is the roots of Honda's most famous brand, the Type R. And there's a lot of them here, and we're going to check them out. Mugen, one of Honda's racing parts division, brought out their Group B Civic Type R FL5. All these parts are on display, so you can buy them for your own Type R as well, which is pretty much everything you're going to see in carbon fiber. The wing and the rear trunk lip spoiler looks sick. The diffuser's awesome, but I don't know about the exhaust. That still needs to grow on me. The wheels are offered by Mugen and they're 19s wrapped on Michelins. Just trying to get the light to shine on that carbon fiber just right. The racing seats, that's a Mugen product. I think they're made by Recaro. And then also the steering wheel as well. The front lip, and then we have the hood, which the middle ventilation's off center to the left, probably for the best airflow. And then you can see the inlaid carbon on the fenders as well. Come over here to the mirrors. Those mirrors look pretty sick. There's so many people around this car, keep waiting to try to get the best shots. They make their own taillights, they're showing you the difference. They're showing a lot of the different parts side by side from OEM to Mugen. Hell yeah. This Type R is in championship white. It's the heritage color, just like the F1 car earlier in the video. Just like my one at home, you gotta go championship white. This is probably a 30 or 40 foot movie screen. Check out this video because we're gonna go sit in the car right after it. Actually, the Rally red color in the Type R's is the rarest of all the colors. So this is the car from the movie. It has the racing black package. And the spec sheet's all in Japanese, so I can't tell what it has as far as any faster parts, but you can see it's all blacked out and it's all Alcantara, even the dashboard. It's like everything's Alcantara. It's so cool. I definitely need this in my life. Yeah, this thing's dope. This car is sick. God, imagine driving this. Civic Type R GT. Full on, straight up race car. Look at this. Here's the new Honda Prelude. My opinion on it is that it's a huge fail for sure. Just by one look at it, I don't like it, and I don't think they did that name, that legacy name, any justice by making this. Let's get back to some more race cars. Check this out. Super sick. Look at this thing. I would like to have that in my garage, that's for sure. They keep playing all the coolest videos on this huge TV they have. This is the actual footage from the FL5 doing the Nürburgring lap where he shatters the record. So here's a short footage of that. And for everybody into street bikes, here's a little bit on that. Looks like there's another initial D movie in the works, and there's the original car. Wow, these companies are selling their t-shirts and stuff like crazy. So just found Ray's Volk Racing. Let's check it out. Ray's has a Type R in their booth sitting on some Volks. Looks like the Type Rs are stealing the show. Volk TE37s are one of the most iconic wheels of all time. Also the most copied, but how you know they're OG? Right there. Made in Japan. And here's one of my favorite companies of all time. Trust, aka in the US, GReddy. Here we go, the GReddy 34RX, one of the most famous R34 Skylines in the world. It doesn't get better than this when it comes to GTRs. This car is so iconic. Sitting on some Z-Tune fenders, Nismo as well. Love that Trust logo. Everything about this car is perfect. And of course, if you want to upgrade your R34 GTR, everything from the intercooler back to the exhaust tips, made by GReddy. Checking out some of GReddy's turbos. Most of these companies are selling merch. Pretty awesome sweatshirt. I'd love to have a Trust sweater or a GReddy one. A lot of these companies have this little like raffle type thing going. You pay some money and kind of see what you get type of thing. So we'll try that out. Okay, 2,000 yen and I get 2 turns to drop a ball. That's a red one, hope that's good. And then another red one. I ended up with a free like Trust shopping bag, which was cool, and some GReddy stickers and like a shift knob sweater cover. My hands are too full to show it, it's not that big of a deal, but cool. This fan's pretty sick. I like that intercooler I just showed. But look at this thing. Are they still called key cars? Key cars. But check out this steering wheel. How cool is this? It's a little Toyota wheel, which the quality feels great, and then has the Stitch and the Trust colors. I wonder if that'll fit on my Camry. This is pretty dope. Okay, now we're finally at the HKS booth. And of course they have another FL5. Nice to see one in black. Pretty clean and, well, epic, of course. Love how they put the color on the tires for the Yokohamas. This car's dope. A lot of people think that HKS exhaust is the best for the FL5s. What do you guys think? And of course, an old school company like HKS has to have a badass R34 GTR. Okay, made it over to the Yokohama Advent booth. Check out this Tesla. Thing's all wide body and dumped. Pretty crazy. Advent's taking this Porsche and making it like the old school speedsters from back in James Dean's era, with the Unical, traditional right there on the side, the Unical stickers, throwing a surfboard in the passenger seat, and trying to do the whole California deal on this guy. We're over at Top Secret, where they have this super clean R34 GTR, of course. Super, super clean. Check it out. And then paying tribute, there is the R35, R34, and R33 all lined up. Same at the Top Secret booth. Now we're at Nissan at the Nismo booth, and they have one of Nismo's race cars, R35 GTR. We're letting the little kids sit in the race car and talk to the race car driver and get pictures and just do a photo op. And here we have the Nissan GTR Nismo version, which is one of the most iconic cars, newer of course, but production cars that you could buy. That is just one of the fastest cars you could possibly put your dollars down on. Just got to the Bridgestone tire booth, and here's one of their R35 GTR race cars. So dope. Spoon Civic Type R sitting here in the Bridgestone booth as well. Didn't know it was running Bridgestone. Spoon didn't have a booth here at the Tokyo Auto Salon, but so glad to see this car here. Definite, iconic Type R FL5. Doesn't get any better than this if you love Hondas, for sure. We get to check out Bridgestone's tire lineup. And they're bringing, which I think is their racing team, is coming out to speak with everybody and do an interview. Unfortunately, the whole interview is in Japanese. And then I'm pretty much sure that this is the racing team that's being interviewed right now. Now we're here over at the TN booth, like the little character done in complete carbon fiber. RX1 is the one they recommend for the FL5. I've had this suspension on my Civics before. I love it. They're a great company. Full on JDM. Here's a pretty cool demo by TN. They got a wine glass, champagne glass, filled halfway though, on that huge 100-kilo weight, and they're going to drop it on the suspension and see if it spills. Not a drop. I think they could actually fill it a little higher if they want as well. Sparco race seats and race gears here representing as well. This is sick, and this is, wow, unique. Of course, it's a Corvette, and the complete body is just built out of beautiful carbon fiber. Check it out. Unbelievable. This thing is so beautiful. Wow. People be like, what color is your car? My car's not a color, it's carbon fiber. Impressive. Most impressive. So sick, man. This thing is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Oh my God. This one, crazy build. Just for the dump factor, respect. I wouldn't build one like this myself, but man, the way those wheels tuck is something else, that's for sure. Bam, look at that. Tuck and rim. Here we go, an R34 Skyline GTR painted in the iconic midnight purple color. Unreal. Notice again the beautiful color with those Z-tuned Nismo fenders on this iconic JDM supercar. And just to make it that more dope, of course, it's a V-spec as well. I think this is one of those companies that will take your Skyline GTR, strip it down to its frame, and build it back up brand new. In a lot of cases, better than factory, better than it ever was. But of course, another iconic JDM old school version of one of the greatest cars on earth. This is Godzilla. This is where it's at. This is dope. This place is selling some t-shirts of most of the iconic JDM cars you could buy and take home with you as a souvenir. And then they have toy cars pretty much of most of the iconic cars that are at this show, especially the old school stuff. Here's the iconic Initial D AE86. Just a classic drift car in JDM culture. Here's a quick one for you Subaru fans. Usually the car in the US that people have pronouns in front of their names drive, but here you go. Pay respect. There's your race team and it's in Japanese, so unfortunately can't hear what they're saying. The Ferrari of all Ferraris, the F40. So stoked to see one here. Project Mu has a booth. Am I saying that right? Another classic JDM company, which makes a lot of dope stuff, that's for sure. So cool to see them here. For van life, in Japan especially, check out this Nissan. This is just very impressive. This steering wheel is something else alone. It looks like a racing steering wheel on this van. But check out the conversion in the back. Of course, it's dumped on some wheels, wrapped in Advans. But Japan in a van and rolling around the country, going from spot to spot and camping, unreal. Everything you need right there. Go on over to Toyo Tires, check out some of their race cars as well. For those of you into Beamers, here's a pretty sick one. I actually went over to the M Series M-Power booth, but it was really crowded. I didn't get to film much, so I figured I would show you guys this great example of the BMW brand, all doped out. Here's a real impressive looking Ferrari. I'm not sure what model it is, but judging by its hood length, it's definitely front engine, right? And then these wheels just caught my eye. They're so just beautiful and clean and bright. So comments below, what kind of Ferrari is this for those of you who are into Ferraris? My wild guess would be a 612 Skingati, if I even said that right. Another classic JDM brand, Cusco. I can't not stop by here. Honestly, it's been a minute since I know what they were up to. JDM legends for sure, but by the look of their booth, it looks like they're still in the game and they got it going on. What a beautiful example of one of the dopest cars ever on this planet. Wow. For everybody that played Gran Turismo, here's Gran Turismo cars in real life right in front of us. Well guys, I decided to get out of here, but walking back to the train, I definitely saw a few cars worth note on the way back. In Japan, it's so rare to see these cars in the wild. There's a DC-5 Type R waiting in the parking lot, which I saw. Then the original Civic Type R, man, it's beat up. So cool to see it still on the road though, just needs a bunch of work. Wow, and a super clean Toyota early 90s MR2. And of course, a brand new FL5 Type R, keeping the spirit alive in Japan. Didn't see one at the whole show, there you go. A Silvia S15 in the wild, wow. Hope everybody enjoyed this video on the 2025 Auto Salon in Tokyo. If you guys would like to see it, more videos on Japan, which I've done so many over the years, check these two out. If you guys want to, subscribe, and I'll see everybody on the next one.